5 review. In question 1, what author have we studied is from New Jersey? That would be Stephen Crane. Stephen Crane in this list is from New Jersey. And number 2, another biography question. Number 2, the answer would be Sophocles' Oedipus the King. And do note, people, again, who am I? And what have I written? Who is this author? It is Sophocles. And what has this author written? Oedipus the King. Well, not like that, of course, but the technology in this case, good people. Oedipus the King is what Sophocles has written. So remember, you want the author's last name and the text that the author's written to answer your biography questions. Otherwise, you only get half credit for doing one or the other. Alright, so keep that in mind, people. It's a 2-part question. Don't lose any necessary points for simply not identifying the text. And number 3, in at least 3 sentences, interpret the following quote. I must be cruel in order to be kind. This text, or this quote, comes from Shakespeare's Hamlet. It also asks you to explain the significance of the quote. In this case, Hamlet makes this statement upon killing Polonius. He must be mean, cruel even, in order, or in efforts of getting information vital for vindicating the dead king, the ghost, and for putting proper place of posterity and saving, ultimately, Elsinore. So remember, identify the author, the text, and explain the significance of the quote in the text. And question 4. King Claudius' reason for killing his brother, Hamlet's father, was for the sake of the crown. Now, know in that the text specifically talks about his lust for his wife, his brother's wife, as being the reason. But still, this is a minor issue. And since you couldn't choose between either that of the crown or the love interest, this would be a viable reason why Claudius would kill his brother, King Hamlet, for the sake of the crown. Alright, so if you did put true for this, you did get this correct. And if you put false, you were credited as well. Alright, another biography question. My name is T. Lanier, or Thomas Lanier. I helped revive an almost defunct American theater at the turn of the century. Who am I and what have I written? This would be Tennessee Williams. He wrote Streetcar Named Desire or Sweet Bird of Youth. Again, you don't have to necessarily stick to the text that was written or used for the class, but I do again want you to identify the correct author's name as well as the text. Be very specific with the biography questions, people. Identify the author's name and the text that the author has written in order to receive full credit. It was Oedipus's parents who gave him away to avoid the fate issued by the oracle. What were the names for his parents? And here in question 6. Remember, it's Polybus and Merope. Oedipus is from Corinth. Is not from Corinth. Alright? So no, not Polybus and Merope. He is not from Corinth. These were his adopted parents. Laius and Jocasta would effectively be his parents. Alright, so I saw a number of mistakes here when thinking about Polybus and Merope. Remember, these were his adoptive parents. And number 7, the following quote. Have you ever heard the Napoleonic Code? Comes from Williams' Streetcar Named Desire. Stanley poses this question. And number 8, all 3 of the literary devices can be used. Alright, and for the sake of time, number 9, Blanche Dubois loses the family estate called Bellerive. And number 10, the answer is Polonius' fear of Hamlet's supposed madness.